Welcome to this presentation. This is the second of two presentations regarding document referencing and GeoScan images. What you see on the screen here is images for a specific area indicated by this little blue line. Let me zoom in on that so you can see it. But right here, if I show the active geographic search criteria, these postage stamps or green boxes and the black one indicate all data of record that we have as builts for that blue area right there. So as if I was doing a proposed upgrade on that street, this would give me a listing of those images. So previously we showed how we geo-referenced those, captured information about them, and stored them as a set of information. And so as such, at any time now, I can come in and load an image. So let's just call that one there, and off we go. So that will load up backdrops, and you now have that as imagery that we can use of reference in the system. But what I want to show you is that same data, but viewed by folks in a browser. So let me show you the OpenSpatial Enlighten solution to that challenge. And so let's go directly to Enlighten. So this is logging into Enlighten. Just my password will determine what my permissions are and what I can see. And so this starts up Enlighten and loads up the initial map. And so here is that area, and if I go in and zoom close enough, you'll see the city in there. This is a simplified view, and obviously there is a lot of information about all of the assets in there. But I'm just showing you the GeoScan part, of the document referencing part. So let's continue with that. Let's turn on that same layer that was captured in Munsys. Here are all of the little boundaries that we had in Munsys. And as such, we can come into the browser and do a number of different things. So this, at the simplest level, you can come in and select one of these. You get a hyperlink immediately on it. Let's go and control click that. And so now it says, do you want to open that? We say yes, and there is the reference. So anywhere on the map, you can click and show this file, which is the plan version for that particular area. So just that in and of itself brings these files, which are stored in any number of folders, which I showed you there. So here would be those files and folders. So a lot easier to find something than scratching around in these folders. The other thing, of course, you can do is start using the power of Enlighten itself to answer the same question. Let's, for example, go to a given area here and say for this particular street, so this section of Portland Avenue, if I just drag a box, it will select everything that I cross as a standard default selection tool. Let me zoom out a little and you'll see what has been selected here. Those big boxes are all of the GeoScan plans that are relevant to the area that I selected. And so then we can use advanced forms to drill down into that. So I'm turning on the advanced forms, and within Enlighten now I've selected a number of different features. For this particular demo, I'm just showing you not the pipes there, but the GeoScan boundaries. So if I click on the GeoScan boundary, here's a list of the 7 that were relevant and applied to that section of the street. I can go in and click on any one of these rows, and you'll notice that it changes down the bottom here as to a given image. There's a hyperlink directly to it. I can see project information, I can see dates, and in fact then I can simply click on this to go and open and view that image in the browser. So I've said yes to it, and so there's that particular scan, and so now I have a whole lot of useful information here that I can go in and look at in relation to that particular one on the map. Obviously, if I don't know which one it is, I can click here and say, show that to me on the map. And so I actually need to select that row and then say, show that to me on the map. It now will deselect it, show you this particular one, zoom to it, and now I've got that one. I can also go directly back to that select window. You can output all of this summary listing as a spreadsheet, which is useful if you need to take it and go and run down and look at files. There's also the other way, and that is to come in and just do a search. So maybe I don't have anything selected, but I'm interested in running a search. So you just type in your search, you look for a GeoScan, and we've configured this one to look for a particular image name. And so what I'm going to do is just put a part of the image name that I happen to know I'll get some data from. So here's a database search of all projects that contain 3 files of something, and there it is. And so if I'm interested in a particular one here, I can zoom to it on the map and go and see where it is. There it is there. I can produce a listing. And so now what I have is a spatial index of the extents of any project. And so we've extended this out now so that we can look at projects and keep track of that data. So very powerful functionality that allows you to have the as-built or documents of record as constructed, allows you to have those at your fingertips within the system at any time. And so really a very nice function that gives you a whole lot of power and functionality within the system. And so that is extremely useful within an organization, but anybody who has a browser can go in and look at this information. Thank you very much.